Hello there and welcome to the Star Wars Showcase YouTube channel. Today I've got a quick tutorial for a quick project here, as I'm going to give you just a couple of pointers so you can build out your very own Black Series Death Star droid. Let's get into it. Now this is a great little deep cut project if you're looking to build out a diorama or if you're a big original trilogy fan, as these Death Star droids are just another variety of protocol droids like C-3PO or 000 or many others that we see in the Star Wars universe. And you may be wondering right now, what is a Death Star droid and where have we even seen this guy? And he is actually really just a blink and you'll miss it background character in A New Hope. I've got this image pulled up here where he is in the background of the Death Star, as the name suggests, but he is also there in the background of the Sandcrawler, just kind of among some of the debris there as well. So he's definitely a deep cut original trilogy character who somehow was able to make the cut when it came to our original Kenner figures, which is why this character is popular and kind of carried over. Also got redone as more recently as part of the Star Wars Vintage Collection, your 3 3/4 inch action figures. And so that's kind of been the enduring effect of this guy, this 2-second background droid, but who is also really great when we're trying to build out scenes, or if we have a Stormtrooper Han and a Stormtrooper Luke, to kind of stick him in the background with one of our Death Star commanders to really build out that whole scene. Now, the great part about building out our own Black Series version of this Vintage Collection figure is all we really need is a droid body, a droid head, some silver paint, and some black paint, and really just an hour or two of time. For my droid body, I went with a Black Series 4-LOM, and I picked him because he's got a little bit more articulation in terms of his arms, but also because he's pretty cheap on Amazon, as you can get him for less than 20 bucks. And all you'll need to do for this is to first remove your head, take him outside, get that nice primer layer down in your well-ventilated area, and then paint him up in your preferred silver tone. If you can find something a little bit more metallic or even on the chrome side, that's definitely going to fit best, but you really just need a nice kind of metal color to get the idea across. And for the head, I turned to our friends over at Outer Rim Traders. They're a very solid storefront that does both 3D printed as well as molding for different action figure parts, and so definitely recommend checking them out, as I was able to get this head for around $8 total. So definitely an affordable project. You can make this guy for under 30 bucks. So after you get everything painted up with your silver and then just a little bit of black detailing on the eyes, you have a really nice droid to add to your collection. And like all of our protocol droid figures, there's not a lot of articulation or even accessory wielding that's actually going to be done here, but this is great for filling out the background, this is great for filling out scenes, and definitely just kind of adds a little bit more scale and size to things. So here's our boy alongside a couple of other of our Black Series protocol droids. There's 000 and then 4-LOM, which was our base. And as you can see, fits in really nicely just with some of those background droids. And then I think these kinds of characters are what give Star Wars this feeling of this huge, galaxy. More than just a couple of characters, there's all of these kinds of background characters who, despite only getting a couple of seconds of screen time, have kind of filled out the mythos for us. And that here, nearly 50 years later, I'm talking about building an action figure of this guy who gets 10 seconds of screen time. So definitely a deep cut, but a fun one all the same. That all said, let me know your thoughts on this project. If you've got any recommendations, if you've got, different tips or tricks for customizing out Death Star droids or any other protocol droids, I would love to hear your thoughts down in the comments below. And if you're interested in seeing more videos like this, custom tutorials, reviews of different action figures, make sure to both like this video as well as check out some of the other videos on this channel, as it'll really help grow the presence. Thank you guys.